Welcome back to another Habs Nation video. Today we talk about three different subjects. First of all, the preview of the weekend for the Montreal Canadiens, the preview of the second half for the Montreal Canadiens, what they need to do to stay in the mix or participate to the playoff. And finally, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about the performance of the Montreal Canadiens prospect yesterday. First of all, Montreal Canadiens for the weekend played two games back-to-back. Tonight against the Washington Capitals. Tomorrow night, they return at home against the Dallas Star. The Montreal Canadiens announced that David Savard and Patrick Laine are out of the lineup against the Capitals. We expect them possible to join the Montreal Saturday night. Both of them was at the practice yesterday with the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal announced also Tobesh is going to be the starter against Washington, and Montembeault is going to be the starter versus the Dallas Star. The Washington Capitals have a record of 6-2 in their last 10 games. They are second in the standing in NHL, first in the Metropolitan Division. The Dallas Star have a record of 7-1 in their last 10 games, and they win their last 6 games. For the Montreal Canadiens, 8-2 in their last 10 games. But again, the Metropolitan Division, Montreal struggling. They have only a record of 4-9-1 since the beginning of the season. This is a big challenge for the Montreal Canadiens during the weekend. We'll see how they're going to play again. Two excellent teams. We know Montreal Canadiens, the last couple of games, beat the Colorado, Tampa Bay, Florida, and the Vegas Golden Knights. My second subject of the day is about the second half for the Montreal Canadiens. What they need to do to stay in the mix or participate at the playoff 2025. First, let's review the last 3 seasons for the Montreal Canadiens. First, Nick Suzuki has a 10 point last year, 8 point 2 years ago, and 9 point 3 years ago. Cole Caulfield, he did 13 point last year. What a great month for Caulfield. He was the player of the month in January with also 6 point 2 years ago. Now for Kirby Dach, 10 point 2 years ago. We know last year he was on the long-term injury reserve. For the Montreal Canadiens, the last 3 seasons in the month of January, last year they finished with a record of 5-5-3 for 13 points, 5-8-1 for a total of 11 points, and 3 years ago they finished with only 1 W, 7 losses, and 3 ties for a total of 5 points. Now, I want to give you a little bit more information about the Montreal Canadiens if they want to stay in the mix. But for the second half, we need to be sure Nick Suzuki doubled his number of the points from 41 to 82 points at the end of the year. Same situation for Cole Caulfield. Would be good if Cole Caulfield reached a total of 40 goals a plus at the end of the year, following by the performance of Simon Montembeault. Goal again average need to be below 2.0, and I will put another stat. I will also talk about his save percentage need to be over 900. For the power play, Montreal need to do exactly what they are doing for the first half to play over 20%. For the PK, excellent works this year for the first half of the season with over 82%. We need to be sure they consist the same way for the second half. And then the Montreal Canadiens still have 42 games to play. We need approximately 26 wins to stay in the mix and, of course, participate to the playoff 2025. And the most important thing for me is, honestly, no major injury for any important player for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I want to add one more thing for the month of January for the Montreal Canadiens. If they want to be sure they stay in the mix, for me, they have a couple of players need to bounce back. First player I want to talk about is Kirby Dach. Yes, the last 6 games he scored 4 goals. We see a Kirby Dach better, but we need more until to the end of the season to carry on that second line. Secondly, I want to talk about Juraj Slavkovsky. Yes, he's getting points, but it's not about the point for Slavkovsky. It's more about his performance with consistency we need from him. Effort, forechecking, physicality, move his feet, engage more, crash to the net, be more involved with the first line, make better the player around him. Slavkovsky has the talent and the skill to become that player for the Montreal Canadiens. He proved it last year during the second half. Hopefully, he's going to get the same performance like he did last season. for the second half of the season 2024-2025 with the Montreal Canadiens. My third player, want to be sure he bounces back, is Alex Newhook. 7 goals only since the beginning of the season, only 9 points. He is a key part of the Montreal Canadiens on the top 6. We need more for Newhook, not only on the point, but overall his consistency to make that second line better, like Kirby Dack and Patrick Laine. We need chemistry for the second line. Then my last player, I want to be sure he bounces back, Christian Dvorak. He's the kind of player play a key measure for the Montreal Canadiens. Third center for the Montreal, play with Anderson and Gallagher, play a good minute on the PK. But for me, he's the players he can make it fun for the third line to be better. The last couple of games, Montreal Canadiens, the third line does not bring a lot offensive whatsoever. They bring good for checking and with the performance Josh Anderson, but we expect more for Christian Dvorak. He has a good year on the face-off, but I want to Dvorak be more involved and make more playmaking to help Gallagher and Anderson score more goals for the Montreal Canadiens. And the other players for me have to bounce back to give Montreal Canadiens a better chance to stay in the mix or participate to the playoff 2025. And finally, my third subject of the day is about the prospect performance of Montreal Canadiens yesterday. And I want to mention to you guys what a great performance of the goaltender Volinkin with the team Sushi and the KHL. Got his first W in the KHL this year. Yes, his record is only 1-7-0 and the KHL in 12 games. Now, pay attention, the last 5 games, his save percentage is over 920. So he's getting better and better. We have to wait until his second half of the season to see what Volinkin is going to do. Yesterday, Oliver Kapanen had 2 more points with the team Timrå. Scored his 6th goal of the season. He has by now 15 points in 16 games. And finally, Philip Eriksson, another player struggling for the Montreal Canadiens at pipeline this year. Have only 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. But he had 2 assists yesterday to help his team to get a W, 3-2, and shootout. They are the 3 best performers of the Montreal prospect yesterday, January 9. And that's all what we got for you guys today. Now it's your turn to leave me a comment below the video about the performance of the Montreal Canadiens prospect, or what are your predictions for the Montreal during the weekend. And finally, what do you think about the Montreal? What you need to do to stay in the mix until to the end of the season. Of course, don't forget, please, to subscribe, click on the like, and finally, remember, you are greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.